Drugs, money and status. This was Moses Riek.
Mar Riek was 13 years old and a talented basketballer. He was chosen to play representative basketball, but his mother couldn't afford the fees so he could play. So at 13, he joined a gang.
Oh, the boys need my help, I'm there for them. And that unfortunately puts me at risk of being imprisoned or killed.
It's really two different people, there's an image and there's a person.
He started with petty theft at 16. 2 years later, it escalated to aggravated burglary.
We have got Mar and we have got Moses.
Yes, sir.
I always looked up to him and his boys. So it's like, I want to be like this. I want to be exactly like this.
Because humans are always going to do bad or there'll be these issues doesn't mean that I need to take the back seat.
People don't even know that I'm going through this shit. They think, oh, Mar's killing it with the music. But I'm really going through war. I'm really fearing for my life whilst trying to take someone else's life.
And then comes the second stage where you have that isolation period where you remove yourself from the environment. You need time to really be with yourself, to find out who you are without that shared identity.
Welcome to another episode of Half Smart Podcast.
Yes, sir.
The show where we have half the brains but double the confidence.
You heard it.
We got your host, Chief Olasoji, aka Baba Toby. How you doing?
Carlos in the building.
And as you can see, we're missing.
We're missing somebody.
We're missing somebody.
They're having too much fun right now.
But also, to be honest, even if he was here, we didn't even have the facilities to actually have an extra chair. Because the studio is still being worked on.
This worked out perfectly.
So it kind of worked out perfectly. As you can see, Noor is not in the building. He's right now, he's in Vancouver now.
Vancouver,
right now,
just finished watching Socceroos, but that's a different thing.
Another
We'll talk
conversation.
about that.
Enjoying the World Cup, man. Are you guys jealous? I mean, actually, let's intro.
Yeah, we got someone here.
Yeah, we're not alone. I mean, let's get into that. I got ahead of myself. You know when you're too gassed to talk about the Socceroos?
Yeah.
Nah, man, we have got two amazing guys in the building today. Real community pioneers and leaders that have got, amazing stories of, I guess the big word that I have in my mind is like restoration or what's another word here? Coming through, overcoming. These are two guys that are really, championing the community about making a change, about, tackling some of the major issues that we have when it comes to, youth crime, youth violence, the gang culture that we have here, but doing it with a positive spin and doing it from a lived experience. Yeah. We have got Mar and we have got Moses.
Yes, sir. Melbourne's hottest right now.
Yeah, man. Hey, I can't lie.
You know what's so funny? Like, it just went from not seeing these guys anywhere to seeing these guys everywhere. On my LinkedIn.
Yo,
bro, when you see them on like Facebook, Instagram, it's a different story. But you see LinkedIn,
Serious.
I love the way people switch on LinkedIn. Bro, I love your switch. Like you guys,
I love when Moses post on LinkedIn, bro.
And you know what? I think I've got the picture of the profile picture. I've got the profile picture in my mind. You got that red tie, yeah? Is that right? Yeah, with the suit.
He's too good.
When I see that profile picture pop up, let me lock in.
Feels like he's been doing it for 10 years.
God, yeah, man. Now, what you guys doing?
Yeah, I'm great, man. It's fun. It's good to be here, man.
Yeah, man.
It's amazing, bro. How you feeling, bro?
Blessed and highly favored. It's an honor, Like, growing up, I watched you guys pioneer this whole podcasting scene for Africans in Australia. So it's mad to be here.
Yeah, he said he's seen back in the days the YouTube, old school YouTube. Yeah, the blood chat days.
We don't talk about that one no more.
Woo! Yeah, that one we give it.
Bro, you know when something just feels like a different life?
Completely.
I don't know if you guys feel
like when he said it, I forgot.
The certain thing just happened where someone goes, I know you from somewhere. I'm like, from where?
Yeah.
A bloke chat, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, when is that?
That was me?
Bro, he literally brought it up in the car when we were coming here, and I'm like, bro, I remember the name,
Yeah.
Then I pictured the garage, the garage.
Oh, man.
I pictured the ghetto scenes, Look what we've made it to now, right? You get me?
Yeah, we up now.
Nah, thank you guys for coming down. I think we have a good conversation in store. But we do want to touch on something, depends. We could go either of two ways right now, man.
What were you thinking?
Let's go Knicks because I know.
Yes, sir.
I know. Yeah.
I think you guys Knicks fans too.
Nah. I'm Lakers, but I was rooting.
You know what? I'm
see the way you said it. Nah, God forbid,
bro.
Nah.
I think what to say. I love Lakers too, but I was rooting for Knicks at the same time.
I got you.
Yeah. But how you guys feel about that though?
Bro, man, I was in a weird position because I want Wemby to win. And he's young, like 22 years old. I want him to get a ring early. Just chase that legacy. Yeah. But Knicks, man, the NYC culture, everything about it is crazy, man.
The place is
You know-
looking like a scary movie.
You know what? Real
now,
quick,
man.
before we jump into the Knicks, I'll admit I'm a bit of a hater.
Okay.
I realize I'm a bit of a hater. I don't want Wemby to win
At all.
Why
at
not?
all. This is why.
Yeah.
In my opinion, LeBron is the GOAT. Yeah, I'm scared if Wemby gets this ring,
He's already.
I get you.
he's already like, bro, it's almost guaranteed that he's gonna be the like. Obviously, this is saying it too early, but it's guaranteed he's gonna be top 3. And to get a ring at the age of 22, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared he's gonna take my GOAT.
Nah, you're right.
Nah.
It's a bit scary. It's a bit scary, man.
Yeah. But anyways, that's why. That's one of the reasons why I didn't want Wemby to actually win. You know what I mean? But you know, he's gonna do it either way.
He's gonna get it. He's got a long career ahead of him, man.
Yeah,
That's
but I'm not gonna lie.
crazy.
That last 2 minutes, my heart was pounding so bad.
Did you all watch the game?
Yeah. Nah.
Watched it?
I
No,
was
too.
working, I was working.
Yeah,
you know what?
See, someone with their priorities.
We go
Someone
people.
with their
You know what? Hey,
priorities.
look, I would admit, I was working
Jobless men
too.
were sitting down watching 10 men run up and down the thing, yeah?
I was gonna fight it.
The way I
Be
saw
like that, man. Be like that, bro.
the way I saw the matchup, I'm like, same with Mez. Like Wemby will get one eventually, bro.
Yeah.
It's natural for him. But Knicks, I feel
They
like
need it.
this time, you know, 50 how much? 50-something years.
Bro,
Yeah,
man.
man.
It's like,
yeah, it's
um,
long.
How crazy is that?
It's more so for the legacy. But hey, they say NBA is scripted.
Yeah, did they follow the script this time?
I don't think so. I think the commissioner was mad. He wanted 7 games.
Hold up. Wait.
Hey, Bronson, no.
Bro, man. I was saying it's scripted. You know, I made a TikTok. You know, game was it game 4?
Yeah.
Game 4. I was so angry, man. I was so angry. Bro, at 12 o'clock, I saw they were up by 30 points. Was it 80-59? And then I go to work. I thought they won game 4. But then I come out and Knicks came back. The
Doesn't make sense.
biggest comeback in NBA.
Yeah.
I was livid.
Doesn't make sense, yeah.
Bro, I set up the game too. I checked the scores. I said, you know, right
finished.
off. I said we go to 6. We go to 6.
That
And I
one
look
went
again.
exactly
I said, whoa.
according to the script that game.
Bro.
Then. Yeah, man. Everyone played their part to allow the Knicks to come back. Yeah,
Bro, man.
crazy.
But honestly, that's why I love sports, man. I don't know if you guys been watching like on TikTok, but it just felt like New York just came together, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Like just to see everyone from different backgrounds, like just everywhere, just seeing everyone just all around, just watching the game.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, this is what it's about right now.
It was mad. I mean, you guys have probably seen the harmony, but I saw Thanos in New York, man. There's this one guy in a Spurs jersey.
Yes.
Number 10, David Robinson.
Bro, nah, this was
Oh, in public.
in public, yeah. Out of, bro. Boom, scrapping
you know what it
everyone.
is? New York-
One man took on the whole of New York.
Nah. New Yorkers are rude. They're rude. This is also the thing about sports. Like you're such a big fan to a point where you'd actually hate on
Someone else, bro.
Someone
It's
else.
crazy.
You say, bro, they were throwing stuff at this guy, bro.
They threw egg at Wemby, man. You seen that?
Oh,
you seen
that's
that?
crazy. See, now we're doing too
Now we're
much.
going too far. I don't hate him that
That
much.
was nuts. That was nuts.
It was him. It was him.
I just came back from New York.
Bro, jet lagged right now, bro.
That was nuts, man.
Nah, it does. You're right. It brings out some good stuff and it brings out some rough things out of people
Yeah.
as well, man.
Nah, I was genuinely happy. I was like, this is actually like, this feels good. You know, like just over 50 years. And I think, but again, I said this on the podcast as well. Like Brand said, everyone's like, you're not going to make it. Why would you trade? He also took, if people don't know this, he took over $100 million cut.
Yeah, $100 million
do
cut,
what?
man.
Because to bring like other players as well.
Word.
Because the thing is now, imagine I come to you as like, yo, you're eligible for a $250,000 contract, but we can't bring this guy or this guy or this guy. And then he goes, nah, I'll take a cut. So they brought in Cat, they brought in Michael Bridges and all those other
right.
guys.
Yeah.
Right. So it's all these things that people don't actually see, but that's a huge sacrifice as
It's
well.
a massive sacrifice.
Yeah. So just
Can't
to
lie,
be able to
he
see
would have
that.
been greedy if he kept that money to himself anyway, bro.
Yeah.
He had 100 mil extra. Come on, man. Yeah, that's
Bro,
he
but
had
that's
fair
also,
money.
that's also another thing though. I was watching this podcast a while ago. Some people are really on this ring thing, like, hey, I'm trying to get a ring for legacy. And some people are like, hey, I'm trying to make my money.
Trying to get the money
money.
of the ring, you know.
Right, but like 100 million. Oh my god.
Nah, it's good. Bro, that just shows his character, you know. He took that, what was it, like 120 mil pay cut from
Yeah.
the Supermax contract, bro. It's amazing. And you know, I was one of those guys saying it wasn't worth it, you know. I didn't think Knicks was gonna win the ring, but you know, now looking back in hindsight, bro, it's worth it, man. It's a championship.
They're
It's a
there now,
championship,
bro.
man. It's a legacy.
Championship.
Now New York is on fire, man. I need to see that Side Talk. You know, Side Talk NYC, the youth Instagram page. I need to see that first video. They've been quiet. I've been waiting. I'm like, yo, where's the vid, man?
You need something.
That first video that goes up is gonna be a movie, man.
They're coming with fire, man. They're gonna come with fire,
Bro, it's already from what I'm seeing, like just general like random people posting stuff that goes viral. I said, yeah, bro,
The parade day is going to be hectic.
parade is gonna be a madness, man. That's a 5 week long parade, man.
Speaking of the parade, I feel like we had our parade nice and early.
Bro,
We had our parade
we're
after
talking about
game.
Australia,
After game 1.
mate. Aussie, mate.
Oi.
True blue. That was our first game, but I feel like we won
Bro,
the
I
whole
feel like
cup.
we won the cup,
It's quiet.
bro.
It's gone. It's finished. It's finished. It's finished. We won the cup. We won the
Like,
cup.
where were you guys? Were you guys watching the game live as well?
No.
He was working priorities.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Priorities
You know,
again.
yeah, they're grinding. We're not serious.
Nah, you guys are good. Hey,
We're not serious.
we play catch up. We play catch up.
Bro, that game was active. So I was at the Rhythm Watch party. You were at.
I was at the Cleveland.
Cleveland
We
one,
had a
yeah,
watch
yeah,
party
yeah.
there as well.
Cool.
Yeah, our local football club.
That was the thing that I think was cool as well, that I saw like a lot of different like community organizations or sporting
Getting it.
clubs or even like councils
Yeah.
would host a watch party.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm
bro.
like, this is what
That's
we
what it's
need.
about.
So we actually at the Rhythm Watch party there was who'd they play? Scotland v I forgot, man. I don't think it was Cape Verde or someone. Can't remember who they played. So someone can fact check this on fast, bro. It'll come 30 minutes later into the episode. But Scotland match was on beforehand, right? So they were meant to clear out, and then we come in for the Socceroos versus Turkey, right? Yeah, them Scots weren't leaving.
They're not leaving, yeah?
Them Scots, they say, I'm not leaving.
I was wondering why there was some randoms in there.
Right, them
yeah,
Scots.
true.
Think about it, yeah? Sunday afternoon, the beers were flowing for these guys
sir.
in the venue. They were cozy, bro. It was only 2 p.m. They are not going anywhere. The screen is there. They sat down comfortable, bro.
Yeah.
So we're there like, we're going to do this, man. We kind of wanted our people to come and
Exactly.
like take over and just, bro, it just became United
became this
Nations.
big thing.
Yeah, just came.
United Nations, man. Everybody was just mixing and matching. It became a vibe. And bro, when we got that first goal,
Yeah, nuts.
you're hugging a random old geezer.
Yeah.
Bro, I felt goosebumps, man. I was like, yo,
yeah.
what is this,
That's
man?
the
This
beauty
is-
of sports.
How good
man.
is that,
That's
bro?
I said, damn, I must love this country, bro. You know, you start singing Waltzing Matilda and that, right? I said, whoa.
Bro, everything goes out the window, bro.
Bro, it was a nice atmosphere, man. And like to think that even all the way in Vancouver, where the Aussies were suited and booted and all of them, they're all there watching the game. To think that they had the whole streets get locked down and shut down. It's like,
for
bro,
the
all the way
Aussies,
over there, everyone's united.
Yeah.
Here in Melbourne, Fed Square was locked
Oh,
off.
Fed Square, man. Oof. Man.
Bro, it got to the point that people were getting turned away from Fed Square because they just said it's too packed.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do you lock down a public space? Like, public space, one of those was like, oh, technically everyone can come
Everybody,
in.
yeah.
They said, nah, dog.
Nah, it's
the
locked
public is full.
Go home.
Go home. Nah, someone came from Fed Square to the watch party. Say, yeah, bro. He said, yeah, they shut me down at the line. They told me to turn back. I said, damn, it's like that. It was nice, man. So we beat them Turks 2.
Yeah.
Bro, after that first goal, man.
Beautiful, man.
And then that second goal too. I think we almost cried, bro. I think a tear came down.
The place would have exploded, yeah.
Bro, I got hot.
Because I think
I got warm.
because the thing is, I mean, obviously, I don't think people expected Australia to win.
Yeah.
That game as
The
well.
underdogs, man.
Yeah,
I mean, everyone was saying that our best bet is to draw with Turkey, draw with USA, and beat Paraguay.
Yeah.
That was what everyone was saying we should do. We came in and showed them was good
Yes,
first
sir.
game, man. Yeah,
Turkey, man.
bro.
Whoop Turkey, man.
Good, man.
Yeah,
I've been loving the internet.
Brought
right
Australia
now.
together, bro.
Give me some gravy with that turkey. Someone said all the kebabs should be free now. Bro. Any boss man serving kebabs in Australia needs to make it free, bro.
The internet's
Yo,
undefeated.
yeah, man.
Nah,
You
man,
need to pay your dues.
I love like again, it just brought Australia together. You know, it was such a powerful thing as well, and I love the strategy as well. You score a goal, I bet come off, park the bus.
Haram ball, bro.
That's
You
it.
park-
Park the bus,
Yeah, do you see all the memes and stuff?
brother.
Bricks
when I
and
was-
mortar.
brother, when I was watching
Man,
the
we're putting
game,
bricks
bro,
and mortar for the defense.
I saw 11 shirts just next to the goal. I said, "Damn, no one wants to attack you."
Wait for the moments, bro. It was
man.
beautiful, man. I mean, it's just beautiful to see. I mean, 2 young guys at the front as well, too. Motore and Nestor and
Oh,
Kunda.
shout out them, man. That's
Kunda getting a goal, man, in the
man.
World Cup as
Man
well.
of the
Like
match
his
as
age,
well.
giving an ode to Tim Cahill.
sir.
Bro, the composure in front of the box as well, bro. I said, this
He's cold. He's
this
cold.
is cold, man.
He's
So
cold.
like, really, we can see where you might go with that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
It was nice, man.
Definitely.
Made me feel like I almost wore my my Australian jersey here. I can't lie.
Yeah.
I said I'm doing too much.
Nah, you actually shouldn't. Nah, you do too much.
But we're rocking until
Unsolved is there. Unsolved paid for this episode.
Yes, sir. Shout out
At this point, Unsolved paid for this
Sponsored by
episode, man. Man. But it's been good, man. Feeling good.
Yes, sir.
Sports, good weekend.
Yes,
man.
it just feels like the world is in a good place.
I
I don't know if it is, but it just feels
But
like
right now, for this short moment, it does.
Nah.
What it made me think about, though, and I was thinking about this all weekend, and I said I was going to ask you guys too. It was a beautiful time, you know. I spent Sunday. I went to church. Then actually Saturday I shot a pod for someone here. I can't remember what I did when I had to go back home. Then Sunday went church. Went to the watch party. Had a birthday, right? And I was like, damn, there's so many things just happening. Boom, 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 wow.
Yeah.
And then boom, it's Monday.
Yep.
Ready for work. I said, yo, where the heck
flying.
is my hours going,
It's
bro?
flying,
Time is flying.
Oh, bro, it's flying, man. It's
And I was
flying.
just like, fam, am I in a... I was like asking myself, do I think I have a good rhythm right now? Like, am I in...
Yeah,
Normally
yeah, I
I'm
get
someone who like...
I get you.
I feel like everyone probably thinks this as well. People that know me is like, oh yeah, Daniel, organized, knows what he's doing, he's where he needs to be when he needs to be, gets things done on time. Then I started thinking, brother, I can't lie. I feel like I'm out of whack, bro.
Yeah.
Bro,
out of rhythm, bro.
I feel like I'm out of rhythm.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not feeling like a bum,
Yeah.
but it's two more sleep-ins away, bro.
You gotta work on some things.
I get you.
I gotta work on some things. And I've been seeing content even from you guys as well, things you've been talking about. I've been seeing you be locked in as well. So I was just like, let me ask you guys.
Yeah.
Do you think right now in life you have like a good, consistent rhythm that you're in control of, that you are in control and you set the pace in your life?
Bro.
Do you think you're in a rhythm?
Bro, I'll kick it, bro. I reckon me at the moment. I reckon yes, I do at this
Must be
moment.
nice.
I do, I do, but I feel like it went like, especially since the news thing, the most recent.
Yeah,
news, that
yeah.
was that. Shout out Channel 10, man. That was beautiful.
I wish I could shout out Channel 10. So, see that? Shout out Channel 10.
Rhythm, bro, rhythm.
Then we got ABC over there as well, man. Come on.
Nah, it's bro. It's,
That's dope.
But I feel like I lacked with the opportunities. I didn't expect that amount of the reaction they had.
Right, yeah.
And I wasn't ready to receive all these the opportunities, man.
Right.
So that threw me off the rhythm a bit, But I feel like in a general sense, I've got a good rhythm.
Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I got some questions, but I want to hear what you think.
Yeah.
I feel like as of recent, I finally got to a good spot.
That's
know,
dope.
because the last 2 years I've been doing night shifts and working casual. So it's like I'm asking to pay my bills, my rent. My rent's due.
Yeah.
I take care of my missus. I pay for the
Every
car.
month.
And then I got a company on the other side, record label, my own artist career. So it's like I've been all over the place, just hustling for money.
Yeah.
And now I finally got stable. I got a proper full-time job now. It's like I can breathe.
Yeah.
Still not at that level where I'm like I'm secure and safe, but it's like
Might have to pick up another shift here and there. You get me?
100%.
Yeah.
But we're at that level where we can breathe and we can strategize. Like, what do I need to take to the next level, or what can I leave behind? You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
It's a clarity. It's the blessing. I'm grateful
Yeah.
for it.
Bro, no one talks about how disorganized your life can feel when you're casual, man.
Yeah.
Casual really can make you
That can really
Make or break.
confused, bro. You might have one good plan on a Monday and then, hey, bring. Hey, I need you to come in 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. and say, hey,
sir.
guys, hey,
You think that's bad? It's one of those where you need money on that week. They're like,
and there's no
what kind of
shift.
your shift?
That's the worst one.
But that's the worst one. Hey, but
That's the
it's
worst
not
one.
that busy today. You're like,
I'll make it busy, please.
Yeah, like
I'll put out a story, please. I need this. Yeah.
But you know what? It makes you turn into like a crazy hustler, because it's like now
yes, sir.
I gotta make my own opportunities to make money. I can't wait for someone to hand me anything. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
it helped me network in my company or just in the world in general. You know. So now I can
Figure
go
out some
here and
other
be like,
opportunities.
Yeah, made me upskill myself so I'm more valuable to certain people, certain companies. So it's like I can go here and say I can bring you this,
Yeah.
and my fee, and then like people will do it because you're worth it. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's a blessing, but not
It's a
everyone can
serious
handle it.
mindset.
Yeah,
Yeah, not everyone gets that opportunity, I think, right? Yeah.
100%.
Okay, I'll keep my questions out here for you too.
yeah, rhythm, huh? Because when I think of rhythm, I think of like flow state. Is
Yeah.
it
Pretty much, like,
Is it what you
not
say?
to the point of like, obviously no one's saying we're in like our primes or anything like that. Yeah, we're all still working, mistakes can be made, this, that, right? But rhythm of like, you know what your week looks like and you stick quite well to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know that at this time you want to wake up, or you've got this meeting, that kind of stuff there, and you work to that beat, you got that rhythm.
Yeah.
For me, it's a different story, but yeah.
I mean, when you have a baby, your baby gets up at 2 a.m.
Oh my days.
Brother, no rhythm, bro.
Yeah. Go on.
Dancing like a white gal, man. No rhythm, bro. It's rough out here.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. I think the rhythm could be better, but I feel like I'm forced to have rhythm. I'm forced to have a good rhythm, just based on everything that's going on. Obviously, we got the pod. We got to be organized with dad work. We got to be organized. AY, we got to be organized. Amari, we got to be organized. Planning a wedding, got to be organized.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you. Right. I'm just trying to be in rhythm right now, you know. So because everything's just happening. Like today, I had a call with the photographers, videographers, and all these things, setting time on the side for all these things to happen. So I don't think it's by choice. It's not by choice. But it feels good. It feels good when you know what's happening and when it's happening at the same time as well, right? So, but it's busy, man. Like I feel like there's some days where I was like, it's just back to back. Like I finish work, and then I got this, and then my day is literally done at 10, and I'm like, I don't think I even had. I'm watching Netflix whilst I'm in a meeting, yo. You know what I mean? Like that's the only time I can get in my me time. I have to do it together with other things, but. Grateful, honestly, man.
Grateful, bro.
Yeah.
Gratitude.
It's I would say a rhythm, but could be better.
Can I offer perspective? I've had a time in my life where like I wanted motion, but I had nothing going for me, not even work.
Yeah,
so
not even work.
So it's like you're at home, you're dead broke, and like you're in like a negative environment, so you're doing negative things.
Bro, what does that feel like, man?
You feel so like for me, for example, because I'm like a provider. That's how I feel like I am. I feel useless. I feel like I have no purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's demoralizing to your heart because like you're just sitting there useless, knowing that you're a full-grown man with capabilities.
That's the first problem. When you know you've got them, but there's no one asking you for them.
Exactly.
There's nowhere to use these abilities. You say, bro, what am I here for? I hear it.
No, but it's a good mindset to have as well.
It is, man.
But you can attest to this. Like, I think you remember when I was going through it. Like, we were planning the business. We were starting at the time, and he was telling me to focus on it. But I was going through my own thing. I'm like, I can't even put energy towards that. Like, I need to get these priorities before that even comes.
Can I just step into that?
Yeah, man.
Is this the when you say your own business? Is this the record label?
Yeah, record label.
Yeah. Before obviously we're gonna chat a bit more about like upbringing and your stories, but I want to quickly touch on the record label. Where did that come about, and what is it exactly? Obviously, I know about it, but the audience might not.
100%. So 10th to there, it's always been a thing I wanted to start since like younger days. You know what I mean? Like growing up seeing Blood Chat, you guys do your thing. I saw myself coming out, saw GS, Eco, like all the OGs do their thing.
Yeah.
So, and I watched NWA when it came out when I was a kid, and it made me start a gang in primary school. But then I watched it again.
What was it called? What was it? Because we always do some goofy ass.
It was called Black Assassins.
No, man, this primary school.
Damn, man.
I know those teachers were shook.
And we got bad for hanging out with each other, man. Backy laws in primary school. But back to the
no more than 3 blacks allowed together. It's crazy, bro.
You have to come up with that rules.
There's some rules. You know you're doing the madness.
But with the record label, I'm like, I saw what NWA did. I saw the impact. I'm like, I can do that. And then I got to like, I think year 9, year 10. Me and all the homies were rapping online, band lab, COVID time, you know. So it's like we had nothing to do. I always loved music. I had a story to tell. I'm like, I'm gonna start rapping. But then I thought, I'm like, I'm more than a rapper. I'm like a businessman.
The business side, yeah.
I got my first record label offer. I was in year 11. I turned it down because first I was in high school and school was a priority. Graduate, make mom proud, whatever. Got that done. And after I'm like, I don't really need a record label, Like I'm grateful for the opportunity and I appreciate it, but like I can build this system on my own, or with my people instead of like outsourcing things and not getting the right credit for what I put in. You know what I mean? So I approached my brother with the idea 2024, I think March. So I really like set it and make it legalized. So we made a legal company and then we've been running the ball ever since.
That's dope.
Yeah, definitely.
The fact that you just ran onto it as well, you're like, yeah, I done, let's do it. Or was there a bit of hesitancy?
Nah, man. On my side, bro, I'm not artistic, man. This guy's he's very talented, man. He approached me, and I remember I was at uni at RMIT, and we had the meeting in the library and everything, and it was a great idea because in the car when I'm driving home, I just listen to file songs. You know file songs? You ever got
Say
files, like songs on files.
They're ones that you have to add it to Spotify.
I've got all this on my phone till now. I still listen. I got like hundreds of file songs, and I'm like, bro, if we made any of these songs official, it would blow up, So I'm like, so I thought that, and when he came to me with this idea, I'm like, how do you start a business? You know, how do you register a company? You know, everything. What structure company should I make it? You know, what do I need? An ABN, an ACN, a tax, all this. You know, all this stuff.
Yeah.
Just Google it. You know, and then after that, we did everything the right way, and it's been amazing since.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I think we'll get into the impact as well of that, and I think even the runnings and operations later on, because I think that's a journey. That's you guys and how you're moving now, but there's a whole journey to get there. There's a whole thing, man. So I think we'll touch on a lot of the impact side of things, but I think it's been cool, man.
Yeah.
To see, I guess, young up and coming people as well get around it, like real grassroots artists that probably without that wouldn't have had an opportunity or a platform to be able to, I guess, share their art, share their creativity. So yeah, man, you guys are from an idea or from
impact,
seeing,
100%.
the influences from something else, like, and from. We go through the Black Assassin's journey as well. We end up here. Like, it's really, really beautiful to see. But I think while we're here then, just as well, back to the people. I'm still not in rhythm, so I'm going to learn from these guys by the end of this episode. Hopefully, by the end of this episode, I'll be locked in again. I think just even like a general conversation, like just for the both of you, if no one knew who Mar and Moses are, what would your, I guess, introduction of yourselves be to them?
That's cold, man. That's cold.
First, personal profession, or just in general.
In general.
You as people, and then in general. If no one knew who you were, what is the way you'd introduce yourselves to these people?
Well, man, I'll give it a shot.
You got
I'd say, look, first of all, we're brothers. We're brothers. Moses and Mar Riek. I'm older than him, older than Mar. But we're just brothers that I know. I guess we've always felt that an urgency to be something greater. To not settle for average. Just to really make an impact, and inspire people. Make people believe in themselves first of all, and just believe in ourselves in this community. That's what I would bring it down to.
Okay. Yeah.
As people.
Do you agree?
Yeah, for sure. Even
gotta double check,
Yeah. Even going back to like our family names, our history and whatnot. Like for example, you have City of Dandenong, Greater Dandenong. Like our families ran that back home in South Sudan. So it's like, I think it's in our bloodline to be ones to pick up the torch and run with it and say, hey, come along, or just lead and no, come along. You know what I mean? So it's like, I always felt as a child like I can't just sit around wait for someone to tell me what to do. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna get back up, and we're gonna make it work. And I've learned a lot from my brother. He was my biggest idol growing up. So it's like watching him come up, I mimicked that, and then turn to my own person. I need to call me Lil Mo. You know what I mean? I didn't like it, but I'm like, I understand it. I'm like, they don't know me yet. I gotta make my name for myself. I feel like with us, a big thing for us is principles, like morals and principles. And that comes from a Christian background. My dad is a pastor, or was a pastor. So like he didn't really instill it for us. It came from my mother, but like just learning about God, Christianity, Jesus, it derives from there. You know what I mean? So like a big thing for us is like what we stand on. You know what I mean? Like we always want to stand on a solid foundation. I think there's a Bible verse about it. Like we try to build a house on sand or house on
house on rock. Yeah,
and if that means turning down like $1 million just for the principle, we're gonna do it. You know what I mean? And like I feel like that's a big part of our identity. You know what I mean? Like we had the conversation all the time about business moves, the right decisions, or how to operate like that. It always stems back to principle. So like, if for someone to meet us, I want you to take away principle. Like we're men of honor. Not to say we're perfect, but like when we make a mistake, we're gonna try and make it right and pattern up. You know what I mean? Just like,
yeah, I like that. I like that. I always think about like when you get a test or something like that, or you face a situation, it's like that'll be really what tells you. Do you stand on these principles, or like is that what comes out of you?
Exactly.
Someone's like, obviously you squeeze an orange, you get orange juice. Lemon, you get lemon juice. For you, when you get squeezed or pressured in life, it's like, what actually comes out? Like, do you have those principles that still come out? So, yeah, man, that's why they're important in that sense.
Definitely.
Touching then on, I guess, family and upbringing. Then, if we were to then ask your mom about who you guys are, or like even describing you both as kids. How do you think your mom would describe you both then? Because you've given us they gave us the LinkedIn one, yeah?
I'm pretty sure I read this on LinkedIn as well. I'll read it later.
Yeah. They gave us a nice, impactful, inspiring LinkedIn one. But if I went to ask your mom instead about who you guys were, like even as kids, like what do you think she would say?
What do you think you would say? Cheeky, man. Cheeky. Cheeky number one, man.
Hard-headed?
Hard-headed, man.
Always think we're right.
Yeah.
Arrogant. I think arrogance, even though we don't try to live with it, it's there. Like, it's like, oh no, I gotta, like it's the that masculinity. You know what I mean?
Do you guys have
I was
4
gonna
other
say,
siblings, is it?
Yeah,
Or
4 other siblings.
yeah,
Four
man.
others?
Yeah, 4 others. Yeah, 4 others.
Older, younger?
Yeah, and there's one between us, and then there's 3 younger than him. Yeah.
Oh, dope.
Big family, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Was there an age where you're like, yeah, I have to lock in? Like, I got.
Yeah, man. Good question. Mine was late. Mine was a couple of years ago.
I hear it, bro.
Hey,
Mine was,
TV, I hear it.
yeah, mine was a couple of years ago, man. I'm a late bloomer, bro. It's a long story, but it's been amazing since, man. But he's like, you know how he just said he looked up to me like I was his role model. But the reason I locked in was because I was looking at what he was doing, you know. While I was doing maybe living life not so great, not so good, he was doing so amazing. He was doing like living amazing, and a lot of people were looking up to him, you know. And even myself, in turn, started to look up to him. So that actually brought me back into the straight and narrow, you know. So it's a crazy full circle thing, man.
That means you're the oldest then, right?
Yeah, I'm the oldest, yeah.
Because you're not the oldest, but your oldest boy.
I'm the oldest boy.
Yeah, for your fam. Do you think you had that type of relationship with your brothers of they're looking up to you, inspiration, this and that? Like, did you have that type of spar as well? Because you guys are a bit close. How far apart? A couple of years? 4 years?
4 years, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You're like, what, maybe like two?
It's like 2, yeah. I think I had to lock in, but I don't think I locked in like no. I think maybe maybe age of like 14, 15. I was like, to be fair, let me just go like, I think I was a late one actually.
Yeah, this guy's a liar, bro. Talking about 14, 15, bro.
Yeah, I think 14, 15, I was still running around, you know what I mean? my mom, Carlos, where you going? Oh, I don't care.
I locked in like 20, bro.
Crazy 25 or what? Nah, like I think it was probably like 22. Yeah, I think it was like 22. I was like, oh.
20 years age. You've done amazing, man.
22 now?
Nah, I'm not 22
You locked
now.
in. No, you locked in at 22.
22.
Oh,
Yeah. I think it was 2. Yeah, we said 22.
That's a testament.
don't ask me, bro. This is your story,
I
man.
know,
He's trying to
Nah, you're around. I don't know, man.
Testimony, man.
We grew up together.
Yeah. True.
But yeah, I pretty much locked in at a quite young age. Just because, like, sometimes you don't know it, but your siblings look up to you.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Like, if you don't know it, because I've seen that happen a lot. I've seen a very talented family. The oldest brother was, would be like 33, and because he went a particular way, the second one went a particular way, and then now you have like 5+ boys who just on a completely different path, and that all started from the eldest.
Exactly.
Right. So I don't think people understand like how the role model and the impact that they actually have. They don't have to say it, but the moment that they see you come home at 2 a.m., in their mind, it's okay to come home at 2 a.m. It's just as simple as that. And on top of that, you don't even have the right to tell them why you're coming home late.
Nah, you cannot.
Because they're like, but you did it, right? So I think for me, it's like, okay, cool. Like, I don't want them to come home late. I don't want them to do this. All that kind of stuff. So I actually went out of my way to make sure I don't do certain things.
Beautiful.
Just because it was actually so funny, because I think this was like years ago. And this is how I knew. I think because normally I do like my password, when you do like your password, my password, like I love God, 110, whatever it is, right? And I think one day,
Jesus 1, 2, 3.
Jesus 1, 2, 3, I love you forever. I think one day, I saw my brother's password for something, and it was along the lines of my password. I was like, I love God, and I was like, I was like, he's somehow has clearly seen my password and whatever, and he kind of just kind of like went on that kind of pathway in a way as well. So I think for me, and that happened a long time ago, and that's when it really clicked to go, oh snap, without even me knowing it, they kind of like looking up to me in a way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bro, I'll add on to that as well, bro. I have a cousin. His name is Ma, the same name as my brother, and his nickname when he was young, his gamer tag, everything was your boy Ma, And I started using your boy Rico, because Rico's my nickname, And I was subconsciously or consciously looking up to him, So I get that, I get that. It's the small things, but then
small things.
You notice it. You're like, damn, man. You're like, I gotta set a better example.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, when you think about it as well, right? Like for a young person, you have no idea. How do I say this? Like the floor plan or layout of life could be anything. You don't even really know what you like yet. You don't really know what life has to hold.
Exactly.
But all you have are examples in front of you. So it's so true that like the little things, they're like, okay, yeah, if I need to create a password for my Yahoo email, the only experience or exposure I have to a password is my older brother, so I'm going to do something like that. Damn near might do the exact same password, bro, not even try to change it. But it's like, when it comes to how young people now want to, I guess, do life and go about life, it makes so much sense that they take it from what they've been able to see around them. Like, not a lot of this stuff can just come up from within you. Like, even your cousin Ma, I wonder where he
got that from.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's that kind of stuff. Like, all of this stuff is just kind of typically very, very much more so learned behavior. And you don't realize down to the small things all the way up to the big things, just how easy like that kind of stuff like sets into us. When we talk about locking, it's funny because even for me, like, I don't think I never consciously decided to lock in because I am the oldest sibling, but I've got 3 younger sisters. So it's a very different dynamic.
Might be different,
Like, I never thought that I was really laying a foundation of being a role model to them. Like, I was like, let me not do bad things. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to be an example of them doing bad things. But in terms of how to be a young woman, 2026, I hear it, but like, that's not what I was on, bro. Like, I don't know. I can't live that example for them. So like, I never consciously had to think of like, let me lock in because my younger sisters are watching me and they're gonna follow in my footsteps in that type of way. Because I don't think it translates in that exact type of way. Which is it's a weird one. So I feel like for me, like I never locked in consciously, but as I'm like, maybe, moving out of house, getting ready for marriage, that type of stuff. Like, that's conscious, like, moments that I can remember. I decided to try to lock in right here, right now. But before that, I don't know, man. My thing is do well in school, stay out of trouble. Like, that's the type of stuff. But it was never to try to lay an example or anything like that. So I've always wondered, what that dynamic is when it comes to brothers instead. Like, it's a
I think it's definitely more like, it's more visible with the brothers. Because for me, I looked up to my sister, but not in that way as well. Like, I promise you, regardless if my sister does, like, whatever she does,
I don't care.
It don't matter. Not in a bad way, but I don't know. Like, the experience is different. The experience is very, very different, right? Which is why, like, again, in your case, but, your sister, I can imagine the 2 youngest one kind of going, okay, cool, like, this is what's appropriate to dress like this. To be treated, you know what I mean? Like, it's a different experience entirely. So I can understand that.
With what's the word? In your younger days, you might have dated women and brought them home, like girlfriends and whatnot. Would you like pick certain girls to set example for your sisters?
This is an interesting question, man.
I say this because this is how I thought.
Yeah. I never dated anyone prior to my wife. But obviously, you got little chats here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. A little distracted year 10 boy doing up texting and that. You know what I mean? So what's your favorite color? Like, so like, they are seeing, like, and my sisters are nosy, bro. So they're aware in that type of sense, like, oh, who you talking to? And then like, oh, what's her name? Blah, blah, all that type of stuff. I'm like, part of me was like, I thought that was me, bro. You better duck for cover, bro.
I was gonna say time already.
Nah. We
bro, why'd I get shook? I said,
I didn't even know there was a llama.
Nah, you're good, bro. Yeah, I know. For me, like, I kind of was thinking in terms of the example of the, this is maybe how a woman should like present herself. But because I never like even brought anyone home or anything like that, it was never that deep per se for me too. But I guess one of my sisters in particular, mad nosy, the one that right after me, she'd look in the chats and stuff like that. So I was like, let me not be on madness. You know what I mean? I can't be doing up a madness in these chats because then that's what she'll just expect that interactions between guys and girls would be like. You know what I mean? Yeah. Save that one for the locked, the WhatsApp that's locked or Viber. Or kick disappearing messages.
Snapchat, buddy, MSN, all them things.
What are them ones there? But I mean, do you think you like consciously thought about that?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Because like I feel like I had to play the man of the house role since a young age. For me, it was like everything I do matters.
Yeah.
The way I dress, the way I treat teachers, the way I treat women, the way when I'm working, my reputation in the community, it mattered a lot, I remember I had a conversation with my little brother. He had an incident with some girl. Like, they were arguing and fighting. I'm like, hey, we got a certain family name we got to stand on, we got to live up to this image. Don't be doing certain things, you know what I mean? And I thought about it like a couple weeks ago. I'm like, oh, shit. Like, I've been doing this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you don't really put the words to it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, so with women, when I brought women home, I always tried to bring like ones I knew I want my sister to be like,
Yeah,
like a modest woman, like of morals of upstanding,
Yeah.
dressing appropriate. You know what I mean? Not to say controlling how she dresses, but try to bring someone who your family would respect. You know
Almost
what I
like an image that you want to, I guess, portray or
mean?
something like that. Yeah.
'Cause like when she goes out to deal with men, it's like I want her to pick the right. Of course, she's gonna learn, make mistakes and whatnot, but like at least she'll have a track. Oh, Ma dated a girl. Ma treated his partner like this. This is how I should be
look
treated.
like,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? If I'm not getting that, I should go speak to my brothers. Hey, so and so did this. You know?
Now that she knows she's got the defenders, man. Yeah.
She's the youngest of 6. You know, she got 5 older brothers, man. She's
Oh, cold.
in trouble.
Oh, bro.
Shout out Bella. Shout
What?
out Bella.
Any problem? The Avengers are pulling up.
I think that's a choice, bro. You gotta act right.
And that goes for all our cousins too. You know? We love for you guys.
Nah, that's
shout out to
mad, bro. Even on that, then, yeah, like even growing up, what did you guys picture that life, I guess, would entail, or what did life look like it would be for you guys? Do you know what I mean? Like, was there dreams? Was it, and even I guess, did you have an awareness? I've heard someone say this before. They were like, the day they realized that they were like poor, everything changed. Because you don't clock that your fam's down bad until like you go to Timmy's house for a sleepover. He said, "Damn,
Hit different.
that pantry is full, bro." Like, you know what I mean?
It's different, bro.
Like it's stuff like that. Like, did you guys have an awareness of like maybe I guess your circumstances in life? Was there anything that was there a moment I guess even that awoke in you guys like, oh snap, this is the reality of like our lifestyle, our family, our upbringing. Like, what was that like? What was that?
So growing up, we moved around a lot, you know. We landed in Sydney first of all when we came here to Australia. That's where he was born in around 2005.
Yeah.
We moved from Sydney to Melbourne here in the beach side. Then we moved to
the
countryside.
beach side?
To the beach side, yeah. Not like that, not like that. Not like that, but yeah.
That's like the beachfront property, you know what I mean?
The beach side, and then we moved to countryside. So moving around a lot, you know. We didn't get to really settle down in one place. But the siblings were coming. They were still coming, you know. The siblings were coming.
It don't matter, bro.
They're coming, man.
In whoop whoop, in Sydney, it don't matter.
It's more siblings. New house, new sibling, man. Come on.
It's coming, but bro, I think it was just sports, man. Sports.
That was like
with
a constant?
Yeah, that was the constant, sports, man. But when I found basketball, then my brothers found basketball, and then we started going basketball together. I think sports was all of our identity, you know. It's an amazing thing, and I don't think it's much now since we're adults and we're all going different ways, you know, doing different things. But now we had dreams, you know, we had dreams, and as a kid, you dream, you think you can be anything, you know, and it's interesting.
What was the dream? Was it like NBA?
Yeah, definitely, bro.
Yeah,
man. NBA, and it was very realistic, man. I chased it pretty far, got to a pretty high level. I think my brothers chased it after me as well, but we were also chubby kids, man. We were chubby kids.
Serious in the pain, bro.
Yeah. We were chubby kids, man. But nah, sport was a big identity. But just us. I remember just us as brothers just messing around with each other, you know, wrestling. We got banned from watching wrestling. Bro,
I feel like that happened in every household, bro.
we did.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. But nah, it's interesting, you know, with 5 boys, and then Isabella. But I missed out, you know. I wasn't around for Isabella growing up, but yeah, it was good with the boys, you know.
Do you think you had that same? Was it sports? Do you think was that a core memory then? Yeah.
I say add on to that. When Mum moved to when she brought us to Melbourne, she had a choice to raise us in the city, like in the projects, or in the country, like the suburban area.
Yeah.
She made an amazing decision, you know, because like I always think about what if I was raised like in the city, like with my people I know now and there, life would be different, you know. It's a whole different. It's environment. Yeah, we're all poor, but their environment is completely different.
It's a different type of pressure, man.
It is.
Yeah. So I always think about like, damn, bro, like I could have been a whole different man. We could have been different people, you know.
Definitely.
What I mean? Like, it's wild. But yeah, sports is a big thing growing up. Music for me has always been there, you know. So, but sports was like I feel like mine was money motivated. Cause like I realized young in poverty through sports. So I wanted to play representation basketball player.
Yeah.
And then Mom said we couldn't afford it, and then that really broke my heart. I'm like, what?
What do you mean couldn't
You
afford?
can't- what do
What's
you
this
mean?
word afford?
What's this word?
Yeah, what
Never heard of it. How do you
He can
spell
afford it.
that?
He can
Yeah,
afford
he
it.
can afford the
I see my best mates play and they're getting better. I'm like, I need that.
Yeah,
I need to be in
bro.
that environment, you know?
Yeah.
So it made me like, I think basketball taught me how to like grind and work on your own. That's why I'm like very like on my own. independent. So,
Yeah.
Like I was on the block every day playing basketball, you know? Like these boys would come see me night, morning, just playing ball,
hooping, bro.
hooping.
It's hooping, man.
Like,
Dude had a dream, man.
yeah, 100%. So like I really wanted to go to the league, but the money was a big part, you know. Like I can't play to go to tournaments. I can't pay for certain uniforms. I can't pay to go here. So it's like, then I tend to like work. I'm like, I bet I'm gonna work my ass off, and I'm gonna figure out a way to make money.
Yeah.
And music's kind of like, I think it gave me a place to put that energy. You know that sporting energy you have.
Man.
I put that in music, and then kalas, you know. It's been up ever since.
I hear that. So that was like the dream. When did that dream shift, and what was the new dream after that?
After basketball shifted in like year 10.
Okay, shifted quite young.
Yeah. So because I realized like I'm not going anywhere, bro. Like, let's be real.
Hey,
you know?
to be fair, like
pain, man.
bro, you know, it's 2026. I know there's 28-year-olds who are still, you know,
chasing
Still trying, it's still trying.
It's different. It's different now. Like there's more opportunities now. But like I think I gave up early, quote unquote.
yeah.
But I also had
That's what I was saying. It's quite young to give up that age as well.
I had to provide for the family. So like I'm working hella extra. I'm working 5 days a week with school and you know, balancing like family life.
That's all like 16,
16,
17?
18. So I've been working ever since. So it's like basketball to me is like that's some little boy shit, you know, like let's get this money. Let's put food on the table, let's build your savings. Let's you know, like I was trying to be a man and a kid, you know what I mean? And then he came out and he found like a whole different man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's an interesting.
Crazy, man.
I didn't even think about that. That fact that you meet a whole new brother. Well, I guess
bro.
you mentioned you were missing for a bit of like your younger sister growing up, and then
exactly.
you're saying you have to like step up. So I guess we can go into that then of like there's a period of time where everything shifted. I guess for the family then. You're like when did the dream change? I think it's there's a time when things change. So like I mean if you guys want to talk about that or get into that, like what was that then?
Nah, definitely. I'll get into it, man. It shifted when, say, for me, when the dream stopped, is when I got a very bad injury. I broke my hip, and I was playing basketball quite a lot. You know, I was playing 7 days a week. Just basketball was my identity. You know, it was me. And then once I got that injury, I tried to get back into it, and I couldn't really. It didn't feel the same. You know, it didn't. I wasn't quite at the same level, and I just started to fall into the negative influences around me. You know, I started to get interested in what are they doing over there? What are the boys that are in trouble doing? You know, and then I started to go down that pathway. One thing led to another, and I ended up in it pretty serious. You know, I got pretty like heavily involved in that lifestyle. You know, and I feel like a lot of young men around my age got involved in it. You don't really feel it at the time, but it gets pretty bad pretty quickly. And all of a sudden, I'm seeing my friends disappearing. This guy would go into prison for a long time. This guy would go into prison for a long time. We kept disappearing back and forth, you know, and we would miss each other, you know, and it leaves you wondering like what's going on in prison? What's prison like, you know? Why are these guys going to prison? And slowly but surely, me being in that circle, I ended up in prison too, you know. And why I say I was missing from my sister's childhood for a long time, because I was in prison for a long time, you know. I went to prison for about 3 years, and then I come out and seen he's a completely different man, you know. That's why I get it when he says he was the man of the house, you know.
You had to lock in for a period of time. Yeah,
exactly. He was providing. He was doing everything, you know. He just told a story about little brother with a girl, you know. That's the stuff I missed out on, you know. So it was like, you know, it was weird. Like when I first seen him, I always tell him all the time, I'm like, who is this guy? I'm like, who? I did not believe it. I did not know who he was. You know?
I was pretty big before he went.
Massive, man.
I was like 130 Ks.
Yeah.
Comes out, I'm like 80, 90.
Yeah.
So it's like,
It was shook, completely.
Yeah.
So who took my brother, bro?
Right, man, it's crazy, man. Yeah, because he was big. Like he was a chubby kid. And then when I got out, I seen like a tall, like grown man. I'm like what?
He's like, welcome to the family.
Yeah, welcome back, man. It's crazy. Yeah.
Here's your room.
Yeah. Exactly. That's exactly how it was. Man. Exactly, man. Yeah.
Because when it was locked up, in my head, I'm like, I bet. Because he was locked up with he locked up with his mates, you know. I looked up to all of them, so I'm like, I bet. How can I bring them back into society and like get it settled in? You know, even though I didn't have much to give. It was like I have this old tracksuit I can give them to wear, or these kicks I have. I'm like, how can I sell these boys into like? Because the block changed, you know. When they went in, the block was a certain way, and it was like those rules, regulations, those certain principles, you know. Going on, you know? They went in, they came out, whole different ball game. You know what I mean? Like there's like different politics going on, this, that, and the third. So it's like now I have to inform them about what's going on. You know what I mean? It's like it's a whole different world they walk into. You know, these little kids are doing these things. You know? This little group over here. You know what I mean?
It's crazy that you say that, because I mean, we for us as well too. Like we've been, obviously we've been Southeast. Like at the heart of when things were even kicking off within the African community here. Like a lot of guys that, you know what I mean? On the news, we were just with them at an event that weekend. You know what I mean? Like
Last week.
I see that and I say, oh, well, Crime Stoppers, if you've seen this, man, I say, oh, well, this is tempting. Like we've been around. We've been around that. It's like,
It's funny that you say that because in about 3 years to say that everything changed. Some people are like, how much could have changed in that time?
Oh,
Bro,
man.
things changed in
Completely.
the city.
It was my
Very
gen,
quickly.
My gen came up. That's when we got of age. in the
Yeah.
streets, you know?
it's
It's when like everyone started like the money started coming in. The higher ups in the certain world started looking at these guys as like, do this work for me, do this work for me. So, people are getting cars, money. You know, it's like Harlem. You know what I mean? That's how.
Gotham City, bro. That's what I call it. Yeah. On that topic of like, I guess, youth crime, I think, what do you guys think? And again, because we have a proximity to some of the stuff we see, there's a different perspective that we have, right? Compared to like what John Smith in the comments on Facebook says, right? You know, it's just, but like,
Send them back.
I need, bro. They are quick on that one. It's like an auto reply, bro. They got it on a shortcut, man.
Right, straight to it, man.
Straight to it. Like, what do you guys think is one of the biggest, maybe, when people see that phrase youth crime, what do you think is like a misunderstanding, maybe, is a way to put it, that you think people have when they see that word or think of that word? Like, what? Yeah, what? I don't know.
Like something they're not like. Like, what do you?
Yeah, well, like, for example, I think I've heard you guys talk about it as well, too, that a lot of the reason, it's not the main reason, but a lot of the reason why a lot of people, get involved or are in some of these activities and stuff like that, like, there's a big core conversation around like belonging as well too, right? Like that's a major thing. Not an excuse. I think that at the end of the day, the core reasons can never be the excuse for someone's behavior.
Yeah, no, different.
But it definitely adds context to something.
Yeah.
So you look at that, you see youth crime, and like for a lot of us that know what's going on, it's like, oh snap, that person actually this was a group that was something chill before, and then maybe one
And then someone was
misunderstanding.
like, let's try this.
And then now
And
it
they
leads
just-
into something else. You know what I mean? And now we end up in a issue,
Conflict,
conversation.
exactly.
Conflicts, and they call it youth crime or the gang issue in Melbourne, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Do you guys think that there's any major misunderstandings that that could help provide context to other people when they see or think of that phrase youth crime?
Bro, I think a major misunderstanding would be the understanding of why the youths are in this type of lifestyle in the first place. You know, there's always the root causes. You know, looking for belonging, looking for an identity, not feeling like you belong. You know, and that you're wanted. You know, and for you to find a culture that's, say, it's in Black America, in the US, just the gang culture, the drill culture, and for you to see people that look like you, it's easier to do that than to find the Aussie culture. You know, for the young men. You know, it's easier for like the young impressionable minds. You know, especially the impressionable ones. You know, they now it's quite different. We have a lot of visible positive role models. You know, we have a lot of, like, we got you guys online, we got us ourselves online, and there are kids that can aspire to be like us. You know, but for quite a while there was just this drill. You just see drillers. You just see guys making money on the streets, selling drugs. That's all you can see as a young man. You know, and that's led to, I'd say, a massive culture, a drill culture. A massive drill culture, you know? It's
the music
drill-
part is a big
yeah,
play
the
as
drill
well.
culture
Too,
is huge.
Yeah, I think even when it comes to influences, then, right? I'm sorry. Let me even let you answer as well. If you guys have any other misunderstandings before we jump, any other misunderstandings actually?
I'd say economics and role models. So for me, a big thing was like I wanted to make money with my boys. I wanted to feel like we're making money, we'll take care of. I'm always community, like always been community, but the gang was just there. I was like, fuck, this is like, it felt exciting. It's like, bro, like, I saw these guys do their thing as the oldest. I'm like, wow. Like, I was looking up to them, like, we can do our own shit, we can make our own money, be our own group of boys, you know what I mean? I never really liked like the violence aspect, but we can get down with it, you know what I mean? My head was more so like, let's make money, let's put on.
I like that. Money with a side of violence if needed.
Jay-Z vibes, you know what I mean?
Quickly, as I got into life, I realized it's all political as well, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Certain people get treated certain ways because they're certain person's brothers, you know, or they're from a
right.
certain neighborhood, you know? I saw how people would like try and take leadership, you know? And in my head, I'm like, I can't follow you. Like, who are you? You know, like, why do you have the say-so or the power, you know?
Yeah.
So it made me like move from the gang, but I still like love the money aspect of the streets. You know what I mean?
bro.
Because it's the freedom. Because I grew up looking up to mafia and drug dealers like Harlem. That was my type of thing. I didn't really like the shootings and like, that's cool, but it was more so like the freedom to make money and like be someone.
Yeah.
And then the role model.
And what
part,
that affords you as well too. What the money and the
100%,
freedom
yeah.
brings. Yeah.
And the role model part is like before us, you guys, who was in Australia doing shit that's black, realistically, you know what I mean? We have to look to UK, America, maybe the Caribbeans to really find a role model to do something, that's killing it, that's making real moves, real plays, that's still tapped in with the community, Like I looked up to like you heard of like Larry Hoover, guys like that.
Yeah.
So like these real guys who really started things, And like I studied it, I'm like, why did they start this? What was the reasoning?
Yeah.
And it was similar to us, community, belonging, protection. That's a big thing, you know what I mean? Like I think a big misconception with violence is that it's always seen as bad. Like I feel like you should be able to protect your flock. You know what I mean? You don't go and harm innocent people, but when people do come to your area and try to cause mismatch, handle it in a mannered way. You know what I mean? That's how I always believe. Like the same way the Crips, the GDs, the BDs in America handled before things got.
Like they were doing it in a way of like that community
structure.
protection and structure and that. Which it's beautiful. It can start like that, man, but then it's crazy. Things explode.
That's where we kind of disagree.
Disagree?
We debate.
I saw you react a little bit.
Nah, we debate. We always
Ongoing conversation.
We always debate on this, with violence, man. You know what I mean? I'm team no violence,
Yeah.
It's
like
I was always against.
It's like a Martin Luther, Malcolm X situation.
It's literally that. It's like, brother, they slap you slap it. No, you turn the other way around. No. Nah.
Like the big word media use, and they're very smart with it, senseless violence. I'm looking like I hear what you guys are saying. But violence, bro, our politicians do this stuff when we're not looking, There's so much things going on in this world.
It's an interesting debate. You're right.
You know what I mean? But according to the Bible, love thy neighbor. That's a very hard thing to do, man.
Yeah.
When your neighbor's robbing you, when your neighbor's shooting you, when your neighbor's
What's
stabbing
that
you.
one where it says if they, I can't remember the verse even, man, but it's like if they like take,
Slap
if
you.
if they slap your cheek, turn on, but it's like if they like take your coat, offer them your belt as well too, or something like that. It's like, that's a higher call, man. Of like, it's almost unhuman, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not automatic.
I agree with guys like Thomas Sankara, you know what I mean? Like Malcolm X, those type of guys. It's not we're doing violence for no reason. It's more so we're building and protecting our resources, our people, our community, you know what I mean? That's the type of guys I always admired. I used to like Martin Luther King, you know what I mean? Did my homework, I'm like, you find out certain things about like certain black leaders, quote unquote. I like Fred Hamptons, like real stand-up men.
Fred, I hear it.
And I'm a big believer in God, I love God. And like, I talk to him a lot about this, And I ask him for answers and whatnot, you know what I mean? So it's like, with violence and with like crime and whatnot, the crime is crazy. The violence, sense of violence is crazy, but like, there's always a time and place for certain things, you know what I mean?
It's almost like you're saying, what's the word here? You want, it's the action almost sometimes there's action required in order to, I guess, achieve certain
outcomes.
Outcomes and things.
But it's
like
almost
that,
like the action comes from protection.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's like if you come here, I'm gonna do what I need to do to protect.
I wouldn't say like that. Like,
don't put no words in.
No. So not to that extent, but like,
just don't come and like say someone walks in the studio right now. I'm on that,
It's almost like everyone just be
behave.
chill.
Yeah,
everyone behave.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not going to you,
but also don't come to me.
but don't come to me.
It's like it's community protection. That's what I call it.
Yeah.
It's like policing, but we have this thing in our community, this black community. We don't even trust police. It's crazy.
So it's like, who do we have to step up?
Exactly. And there's reasons for that, So I understand it.
See the debate we've had this.
I was gonna say, how do you guys settle that?
We could literally make a show about this.
Yeah,
We have certain situations happen, and then one wants to deal it a certain way. I want him to deal it with it in a certain way. Or some certain situations involve myself to deal it with this way and that way. And we go back and forth. We get pretty heated. We have pretty heated debates. But at the end, it's all love. And we do bring logical arguments on both sides. So it's all from good intentions. I know from both sides. Like if I was to ever hear Ma did something violent, I would say, what's the intention behind it? You know what I mean? It's all.
With your experience then though of like you went to prison and you I think everything's obviously been reported and whatnot and that so what that experience is. Do you think that you have a lot more of these feelings because of your own personal experience of seeing what I guess that senseless violence looks like and where it leads, as well as what you've seen it do to people around you? Is that?
Yeah. I'll say mine comes from, obviously there's the lived experience. I've seen the worst of violence. I've seen what violence can lead to. Even the smallest bit of violence. And I've seen it, and I'm like, nah. That's why I'm on that side of completely no violence at all. You know, we can always talk. We can always use our minds to figure something out. You know, but obviously there's certain places and people that don't quite use their minds. You know, like say you're dealing with someone in the streets or something. You're gonna if there's a misunderstanding, it's gonna end up in violence. You know, that's where it kind of conflicts. But I guess it comes from seeing the extent of violence. You know, definitely.
You know what I realized? Like growing up, the hardest thing is when you have a group that you belong to, right? And then you're like, and you're trying to leave that group now, right? I'm curious to know from your experience. Obviously, you're in a completely different now you're a leader. People look up to you, but I would also assume that there's a time in which you needed to go, hey guys, it's either you come along with me, or I just leave you guys doing what you guys do. What was that like? And did people come with you as well, or they're just like, all right, bro, you do your thing. We're good over here.
Yeah, bro, that was on my nose, but it was a very rough period in my life, you know. And I always use it when I'm talking to the young men I mentor. It's like there's 3 stages of actually change, you know. There's the first stage where you make the decision where you've had enough of the environment you're in, you've had enough of the life you've been leading, and you want better for yourself, you know. And then comes the second stage where you have that isolation period where you remove yourself from the environment that you're currently in, and you need that isolation period because you need time to really be with yourself, to find out who you are without that shared identity, you know, without the gang identity, without the group of boys. You need time to find who you really are, and that's where you rebuild yourself, where you rebuild the new identity internally. And the third one is where you come out and find a new group of people, you know. So that's how I always tell the young boys.
Nice. I like that framework.
That's how I tell them. But mine was it was crazy, man. It was crazy. It hurts so much because you leave your group of boys that you grew up with. You know what I mean? You grew up with, and that you love, and you've done so much with them, and you feel like you owe them this sense of loyalty. So it's very, very hard to leave. So when I see young men when I see potential in a young man, but he's struggling to leave his circle, I understand it completely. Because it took me how long? It took me till I'm 24 now. I only really left when I was 23, right after I turned 23. So it took me that long to actually, you know, I muster up enough courage to tell the boys that, hey, I'm leading another life, you know. So I understand it completely, you know, and I have sympathy for it, but also I have, you know, I tell them it's on you. The decision's on you, man. I can talk to you all I want. I can tell you everything, but it's all gonna be on you, no matter what, you know. It's everyone has different experiences. There's some experiences which quite often sad, and that starts with violence. You know, you try to leave the gang, and your mates are thinking like, oh, why is he leaving us? You know, what's he going after? Like, is he better? Does he think he's better than us? Does he think he's better than us? And I understand it. I'm not saying it's valid, but I understand it because, you know, when you change, you're holding up a reflection to your old friends of what they could have been. You know, you're literally a reflection because you're coming from where they've come from the same place, but you're achieving all these great things now. You're becoming this person. Say you're leading the community now. You're a little reflection to them of what they could be. So that hurts. You know? So I understand.
Because then there's a gap.
There's a gap.
There's
a massive
now.
gap. There's a massive gap. So I understand it. I understand it completely. You know, it's got to do with the envy, the jealousy.
Yeah.
I feel like as humans, we all have that jealousy in us. You know, we can all be jealous. It's just the difference between who actually controls it and who takes action behind their jealousy or the envy. You know, it's interesting, man.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with that. I think anytime anyone, in whatever setting it is, anyone that's like tries to leave a group because they're like, look, I'm trying to take my faith seriously, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that you guys live a bad life, but there's a particular life that I'm trying to live as well. You know, people go, oh, so you think you're gonna go better? Okay. And it's so crazy because I've never seen, you know, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I don't see those situations end up too good, you know, because some, you know, it's not like, okay, cool, like, oh, hey, good to see you, blah, 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 how's things? It's always like, oh, you know, oh, you think you're better than us, cool, go off and do you kind of thing. So there's always that feeling that's left
animosity.
behind.
There's always that.
Yeah.
It's because they love you. Like, you guys love each other, you know? It's a group, you know?
And it's like, you're not there, yeah.
It's like it's not. When their piece is gone, it hurts, you know? It hurts. Like me, I've seen a lot of my boys change for the good before me, And I always wish them love. Like I used to see it, and I'm like, damn man, I wish I had that enough courage to do that, you know, because it takes so much courage to actually leave the gang, you know, to leave the group of boys, you know. And this changed concept. It goes for anything, not just the gang, not just, you know, in the street. It's for anything. If you feel like you're in a toxic environment that you wanna,
bro, you see that
change.
with people in relationships all the time, right? Yeah, like they're stuck in toxic relationships, but it takes a certain level of courage really to step out
to
of
be able
that.
to leave. Yeah, that's powerful.
I guess then for you, Ma, like you came to that realization early, quick. What do you think? I guess
that's like hot one. Just you know that one.
That ain't for me, bro. Like, what do you think that was then? Like how? I guess why? So, or even another question, even before coming to the realization early, is after like seeing your brother and what he's gone through. What do you think still motivated you or pushed you to even, I guess, still engage with that type of lifestyle as well? You think,
I say it like this, because I grew up like just under them on the block. I'm already in that, like I grew up on the street, in the street. So I'm outside, the whole block knows me, you know? And it's like, you know that little kid that thinks they're part of the gang, but they're not really a part of the gang.
Your controller's disconnected, bro.
That's good.
There've been many times where the boys like they're smoking up, they're like, Ma, go home. I'm like, nah, bro, like I'm curious. Like, what's that? I
said I'm curious.
That's a bomb. Oh, you give me this drug, go drop it to this person. What's that? What do you mean? What's this? Like, so now I'm in that life. And then the thing is, when I joined, he wasn't in prison yet, you know what I mean? So,
Right.
But it wasn't the thing where I'm gonna tell my brother like, oh, I'm a gang member now, you know what I mean?
It's not the type of news you got.
It was more so like a.
Wouldn't have been received well.
Yeah, bro.
I felt like it was like a thing for me and my boys, because like if I always looked up to him and his boys. So it's like, I want to be like them. I want to be exactly like them. I want to do this gang shit. I want to but I had a twist in it. I was always like community and unity. So I wanted to link up sides of the city and make money together, like mafia. You know, like I said before, like I looked up to a lot of structure, but in like a quote unquote bad way. You can take whatever you want. You know, it could be good, could be bad. But like I liked real power, like insurgency. You know, like rebelling against things we don't agree with. You know, like in a structured, controlled manner. You know, I like that. But yeah. So when I left, I didn't face as bad criticism as he did.
Yeah.
But it was here and there. You know what I mean? Like you go to a party, see old members. They treat you different, you know, like they might try to stun on you, you know. We go to a couple fights, a couple scraps and whatnot, you know what I mean? But things with me is I left and I was living like kind of like a double life. So like to the world, to the school, I'm like this good kid, community leader, this thing, the third. But at night, if I get a call to come out and go handle this, I'm there. You know? There's been times and I go home after the situation happens, I'm like, fuck, bro, what am I doing, bro? Like the school sees me and the community sees me as this leader and this man of honor, but in the dark I'm sinning. Like I'm riding out for the boys. I'm helping them, you know. I'm pushing this. I'm pushing that. So it's like a conflict. And then like I moved from Pakenham to the city, and that's where things for me got real deep.
You on your ones?
Yeah, moving with my father, take care of him.
Yeah,
so I moved into the city.
Yeah,
and in that area, it's very it's low income, gang infested and whatnot, you know. And as I said, my morals. There was a situation that happened where someone did some real immoral, something very immoral and foul, you know. And I didn't come on the street shit trying to check him. It's more so being a man in the community. Like, we're not doing that around here. You know what I mean? There's certain code we live by, there's certain things we do. I don't tolerate that. You know what I mean? So I'm going to need you to go fix this up, you know? And that person was in the streets, you know? And he was a gang member. Yeah. Me already being from a side where he doesn't like, it put heat to the fire, you know? So now I have a real war going on. Me, without a gang, on my own against God knows how many people, you know what I mean? So it's like, now I'm back in that mindset of fuck. Like, and that night I told the boys, I'm like, bro, I hate this shit. Like, I hate the street shit, you know? I hate this.
Like, yeah.
I hate this gang shit. You know?
Can I even stop you there, right? Like, that's a very interesting point or I guess a conclusion to come to. Because you're there trying to think that none of that street stuff exists currently. Like, you know it still exists there, but you're bigger than that. You're like, look, we're just gonna, on a community, on a conversation situation, try to sort something out. Because it's like, that's what it should be, yeah? But then it's like, the backdrop of everything still bleeds in. And just for the sole fact that you were from down that side, this can't come to resolution now. And that's a difficult thing to be able to wrestle with then,
So it's like someone will try to kill you for that. You know?
Man.
I had, in a span of 3-4 months, I had like 4 or 5 attempts on my life, you know?
Wow.
So I'm in that myself, kill or be killed. Like, I'm back on that street shit. I'm on that savage, you know? I see them, and I know I have a good future ahead. I know I have so much potential, but it's the principle, you know? And if I see back then, if I saw a certain person, I gotta, you know, do what I gotta do, you know. And it was a shit mindset because it's like I had no one to back me. I was on my own. People don't even know that I'm going through this shit. They think, oh, Mar's killing it with the music. He's doing this for his community and whatnot. But I'm really going through war. I'm really fearing for my life whilst trying to take someone else's life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
It's like a sport where no one can relate to me. You know, like not many people have walked that certain path where you're like the straight and narrow, but you're getting jabbed here, pushed there, pushed there. You know?
Yeah, no one said the straight and narrow. There's no opposition on that path too. People might be trying to jump you on that narrow, bro. Yeah.
But what really brought me to change is when I saw like one of the youngest from that area pass away due to, and he was innocent. Like that's the thing that got me. If it was like my big thing is like when it's gang on gang violence, it's fucked up, but it's like sorry for swearing, it's messed up, but it's like you chose that life, cause like it's just we all know that you can die being in this life. But when it's an innocent kid, I'm like, fuck, like that's a baby, bro. He had a life to live. He had a. I looked at myself, I'm like, hey, you're still warring these people over something. I know it's principle, but it's so small compared to the real issues you can fight. You know, go fight the governments that are doing horrible shit across the world. You know,
Like, where's our anger for some of those type of things?
100%.
As opposed to each other.
I looked at myself, I'm like, hey, what are you doing, man? Like, pattern up, you know, like, and then I think on my birthday, I'm like, I bet I'm turning 20. I'm legally a grown man, you know, like no more teenagers, you know. So it's like, and like it's a good thing that I wasn't close with my old gang member friends, you know, like it's a love, but I had my independence and I've always liked make my own moves, my own decisions. So it's like, I think I made it public on my Instagram, like I'm done with these streets, like I'm done with warring, you know what I mean? Even though I'm done, they might not be done.
I was gonna say, you want to change when nobody else is ready for this.
They don't care.
This is the cost of being a boss. Like this is my real life. Like I live a civilian life, but I still face
The
threats
consequences
and harms
of that,
from the street life, and that's something I've accepted as a man. Like death can come from the life I'm living. Especially me being on ABC, me being public, SBS, me being a leader, me being at a sport where people know where I'm at. It's like my life's at risk, but why would I keep going? It's principle. It's my purpose. It's God. God told me, Ma, you're gonna go through this shit. Thug it. I want to figure it out. You know, that's just my mindset. You know,
It attracts a lot of support, but a lot of criticism too.
Yeah, 100%.
A lot of criticism
Spotlight,
from
man.
the streets, man.
Yeah,
A lot, man.
Our street life's very different. You know, in the streets, like if you don't go to prison, you're not a real gangster or whatnot. I think that's the dumbest mindset ever. The real criminals, they never get. They don't
get caught, bro.
You don't even know they're criminals. You know what I mean? So like a lot of guys, they come with me or they text me in real life, or like they say, "Oh, Ma, you never been in prison. You ain't done. You ain't a real criminal." I'm like, "You got caught. I didn't. You know? I made my money. I took care of my people. You're a dumbass. You got caught. You know
So
what I
you
mean?
got caught.
So
Yeah.
it's like it's funny because like a lot of people try to discredit my story because I haven't been inside the prison system. You know what I mean?
It's a weird mentality that we have to try to say that. Oh, that makes you that. Yeah.
It's a right.
Do you think you ever had that you thought that was the pathway?
No. It's just I call it it's like a race to destruction. You know what I mean? It's a race to destruction.
man.
Like you think like it's so weird because you're trying to discredit him because he hasn't been in prison, which is a great thing. He hasn't been in prison. You know what I mean? And it's just who's gonna get to destruction first.
No criminal record.
Exactly. Not to like the streets. There's real pain. There's real purpose, and there's real stories behind why people do the things they do. You know what I mean? But it's so destructive, man. It's so destructive, man. And it's sad because I think of it every day. Why does it consume so many of our young black men? You know, why does it get us? You know,
Get into their minds.
definitely.
Why us? You know?
Yeah.
Not to be a victim, but why us? You know? In a retrospect mindset, like, you know? Like, cause I was thinking of bringing like one of these American, like, cause American drill, Chicago, they've influenced a lot of the world. You know, UK, Australia. I wanted to bring one of them over here because he does what we do, but in like his own way. You know, he's not really on the books, but he's telling us the streets is dumb, don't do it. You know what I mean? But he's telling these stories, and he's a big guy, so like it's like I want to bring him here and get him to speak to our youth
Because that's an idol for some of these guys as well too.
100%,
Like, to hear that message instead.
I grew up looking up to him, like, him and his group. So it's like, it's like far. Like maybe we can learn from them and on how to limit it, how to stop it, how to diverge kids to different paths and whatnot. You know,
It's a multifaceted issue. Like we talk about, I think you're asking us, both of you were asking us before. We started shooting around like, how much do we do work when it comes to like youth justice as well specifically? And I was like, we do, and I think there's a lot more we can do. We from AYA perspective, we don't necessarily, we do a lot more with like Department of Education, Department of Health, all that type of stuff. Because we're sitting in like almost like a preventative bag. Yeah. But then I think there's a big pocket when it comes to rehabilitation as well too, and like.
And I think that's an area that hasn't been looked at too.
I think it's been looked at. I think that it's because of how quick things are changing.
Probably, yeah.
And how severe things are getting that you almost, programs aren't keeping up with what's going on. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, we're only just talking about lived experience mentors a couple of years ago, you know, when it's like, that's,
That's when you needed
that was needed time before that. You know what I mean? Like things probably never needed to get to where they are. You know, so I think, yeah, man, it's one of those where things are just moving so quickly that it's hard to, I guess, keep up from that program perspective or that. You know,
it takes a lot of time to implement those things, especially when you like, depending on the level as well. I think there was a time in which, I don't know if you remember, but there was a time in which we were in a meeting. I think that was like last year, 2 years ago. They're talking about like implementing a particular program. I think it's only now that now is actually happening, and that was from 2 years ago, right? Well, and because I was in that meeting as well, and it's like the ideas that we came up with 2 years ago. Yeah, it's brother that. He don't run no more.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He doesn't run no more. And the fact that like so much money goes behind that kind of program as well. And then now it's like, okay, cool. We're at a time where there's some money being put behind a program that took so long to implement. It's just not working.
Yeah, I think it's so important too, because right now, like the people I talk to and the people that approach me in public, and you know, just the boys from the streets and the boys that are out of sort of half in, half out of the streets. Bro, I think it's, from what I see, it's a redemption era, man.
Yeah,
boys, these young men, they're seeing what I've been fortunate enough to do and been blessed to, you know, be on the news, just to be on different platforms. This podcast, everyone sees this stuff, you know, and and the boys are seeing it. They're wondering. First of all, they're wondering if I'm faking it. They're faking it. For a long time, people thought it was fake, you know, but it's as real as can be. But they're wondering, like. They're seeing like there is more to life, man. There is more to life. You can leave the street life and you can be more than average. You can excel. You can thrive. You know. You can become a community leader. You know. Yeah. You can't. It's not like your life's over.
Which I think is something that we don't talk about. You just brought this thought to my mind of like, leading your own life allows you to live as an individual that has community support, right? But then when you operate in this mentality of the crime or the gang, it's like you feel comfortable because you have a community and you've got some type of a support, but you're fitting a mold. You don't get to live as an individual in that. You're just following orders. You're following orders, or you're following almost like a template of, you do this, you do that, you do this, and you're good. But it's crazy that you can still get just as much love, criticism as well. Like, let's be balanced with these things and the reality of things. But you get just as much love and support when you decide to actually walk your own path and the path that God has given you. It's like, I think people see that and it almost maybe feels too difficult to attain, or they're just like you said earlier on. They don't have enough examples of what that looks like to realize that it's actually that possible. You know,
you know, it's funny that you bring too difficult to attain. I thought to myself, I'm like, bro, some of the things that I share, I'm trying not to make it like it's something extraordinary. I want it to be attainable. Like you can do exactly what I'm doing. 100%. You know what I mean? It's kind of, I'm trying to find that sweet spot, you know, showing the realistic things of what I'm doing and that it's attainable. If you just do this, you do this, you do this, talk to this person, and you'll be there. You'll get to be there, you know?
Which is something a lot of, I guess, leaders or people don't do. A lot of people... Today I've had the privilege of long time coming. And it's like everyone else, you're right. We'll look at them like, oh, that's tough. But really it's like maybe that was an email and a phone call away from some of these things. But no one wants to present that. That's a very, very interesting point.
I mean, like, you guys probably already know this, but the work that you guys are doing, it means a lot as well. It means a lot for the community. It means a lot for those people who are still, half in, half out, for those people who are in those positions as well. Because all they need to see is someone, someone that's not part of that lifestyle anymore, but also doing so well. For them, that goes. And that's why the work that we do, it sits more of like just preventing stage. Like, to be fair, like, I don't think anyone will look at us and go, oh, you know what I mean? Like, because we haven't lived that experience as well. So I think that's why having those mentors is super, super important. I think that's kind of what's been missing for quite some time. There hasn't been role models, and you guys are role models. Yeah. You guys are role models for those who are still trying to see what's possible, but also for those who have not even lived that lifestyle as well. People who have not, because even with that build-up program as well, that lady was like, yo, can we take a photo? Right, but I think you guys are also inspiration and role models to also those other people as well, like the school programs. I'm also just being cautious of time because I know
I looked at the time. I said, "Hey, there's some key things that I want to."
There's some super key things that we want to touch on, and I think the biggest one, and Daniel and I have been having this conversation for like the last 7 years, and it's about solution. right? And I think when it comes to solution, it
Look
could
at that,
be,
man. We talking for 7 years, man.
bro,
Still trying to
7
figure it
years
out.
and we still don't have the answers.
Yeah.
But because solutions can be looked at on so many different levels. It can be looked at from the household. It can be looked at from the environment. It can be looked at from the parents. It can be looked at from the systemic. It can be looked at from schools. But from your perspective and what you guys have been doing, where do we start with solutions?
And I think maybe even a question to frame it, because I can do 2 in 1 then here.
Okay, yeah.
I give you all the funding in the world. Maybe not all the funding. Let's not go crazy. I give you a good bag, yeah?
Ooh,
Create a
You
program.
give them 10 million, it's going to run.
Yeah, I know. They're going to run with it, man.
I'll run too.
9 mil, 1 mil for program, you know what I mean? So
In real life.
taking that question around solutions, but framing it in, if I were to give you funding to create your own programs, to provide a solution for community and these issues we have, what does that program look like? And what issues do you think you're tackling through these programs?
Bro, I'll give you this is something I've been thinking of recently. And it comes from the fact that we have so many good and great organizations, so many great people doing great things, but we're all in different silos, you know? We're in silos. We're not working collaboratively. We're not, and I'm new in this field, but I've seen it everywhere. I've seen this organization does this in this section, has their own lane. This person does this in this lane, but there's not much collaboration going across the board, across the industry. So if you were to say, give me the funding, I would get, say, some of the finest minds in this industry, not even in this industry, some of the finest professional minds, and try to build a universal framework, you know?
Okay.
A universal framework where we'd have like a peak body that we were all connected to. And
Like as in the organizations and
all
individuals?
the organizations will all be connected to
And accountable to as
and
well,
accountable
right?
to, yeah. And but not by force. If I would make it so that people would want to automatically join. You know, at the end of the day, we're all doing something for the greater good. You know, we've all got the good intention behind us. But yeah, like you said, accountable to, and yeah, it was just to bring us together. You know what I mean? What's that? There's the African proverb. You know, what is it? If you go far.
Yeah, if you want to go fast, go alone. You want to go far, go together.
Yeah, that, man. That's where we could, you know, have some serious, not just community power, some institutional power, some systemic power. You know, that's where I want to think professionally. You know, that's where I'll go with it. You know.
Yeah. And I think people hear that like, bro, what do you need funding for to do that? But it's like it's the consultation.
Yeah.
It's the actual, I guess, the structures. It's the policy development, and that stuff takes time, and it does take professionals and takes money as well to grow and develop. But that peak body is interesting. And it's the harder part that we have, and I think a lot of people, I mean, we've seen other people try to do it by having their own countries, but a lot of other nations deal with the issues as a country, whereas we're dealing with this as a continent.
Which
you
is
know
the
what I'm
hardest
saying?
part, yeah.
So it's like it's deeper than some of the easier solutions that we've seen other people do. Yeah, sometimes it needs to go up to that level there.
Yeah. Before I get your response, the funny thing to just quickly add on that and how important it is for us to have that as well. I think it was like 6 years ago. I had a meeting with someone from Chambers of Commerce. We just talk about like funding as well. And she was like, yeah, we gave the she just told me a story pretty much how they funded the South Sudanese community. Right. But what's actually so fun about that is that there's a group, they call themselves the South Sudanese community. Right. But you can imagine, right? No one is aware of this. So when they gave these guys like $250,000, the people that gave the money thought that this is for the South Sudanese community. Right, but technically it was just for that one group. What ended up happening after is another group came. It's all South Sudanese as well. They're like, hey, we're applying for funding. They go, what do you mean? We gave you guys 250 6 months ago. They're like, we don't know them guys. We don't know them guys. So it was actually an interesting thing as well, because now the people that I was talking to, they had to learn the structure of these things as well, realizing that they're just called the South Sudanese community, but they're just representing one tribe, whereas other people are not even aware of this thing as well. So they end up creating a whole thing, but that's why that's actually so important.
Something else that I really like from that is like the economic power that provides, which I think you get excited by.
The
economic power that provides is like, you're talking now big funds, you're talking venture capitalists, you're talking accelerator program, like you're talking big things that allows reinvestment back into the community because it's very streamlined now.
And everyone's programs can get funded that way as well.
That.
Everyone's program, the money comes in, they go, bet these guys need this, have that, have this. Because something that we realize is that a lot of like the upcoming groups, organizations, they're amazing in terms of the creativity and the programs that they want to do, but they lack the funding and they don't have the experience and the grant, all that stuff. Right, so now having that big body that can say here's $30,000 for you guys to be able to do the programs, that'd be amazing.
And just the connection, like the
connection,
the collaboration and the community provides. Everyone just working cohesively.
So how much you think? How much you need? We'll see what we can do for you.
Start up fun.
What about you?
Yeah.
What does that look like for you?
I'm with his model. I don't follow that. But I wanted to ask you guys, like, what would the world look like if, say, crime just stopped today? Like, I know there's a balance of good and evil in this world, because Apple and whatnot. Say, all the jobs in the prison system, youth justice system. Where do all those people go now? And this is where, like, I think about it all the time. Like, wait a minute, people profit off our misfortunes, our badness, our crime. People are making money off this. People make careers off this. We have lawyers who study 4, 5, 6 years, and they make careers off this. You know what I mean? Off our fighting cases for our children in court. So like, I'm like, is the system kind of set up for crime to be allowed? Because the balance of good and evil.
Perpetuation of it.
Yeah, so it makes me think like, bro, what are we doing? Like, can we really fight bad? Like, or do we need?
This is a great question. I've thought about this too. Yeah. It's not a cynical mindset or a thought, but it's a critical one or analytical. Yeah. Like I've had this thought too. I'm like, okay, cool. We could create all these programs and we solve issues. What next? What next? Is it peace and harmony? I think what it is, what I've come to realize and what I guess I sit in now is that the reality of humanity is we are just always going to have this. It just changes. So the way it looks, it's different, right? So, but I'm like, that because humans are always going to do bad or there'll be these issues doesn't mean that I need to take the back seat. Let me, within my generation, solve this generation's problems. Yes, so that at least the next generation doesn't carry these problems into their gen as well too. So it's like, I think we'll never be able to tackle as a whole, wipe out crime or bad or, evil, that kind of stuff. But we can damn near definitely try for our generation. You know what I mean? So whatever we're dealing with, like let's say knife crime is our big issue that we have right now, let us make sure that it is not an exacerbated issue for the next generation or that they just take it into their gen too. Like, is there a way for us to actually really deal with this now that we see a decline instead as opposed to that ramping up exponentially in the next gen? You know what I mean? And then the next generation, they can deal with fraud again. Info can come back. Do you know what I mean? Like, if it's info, calm.
I hope
at least it's not info and knife crime. You get me? Yo.
And with the rise of technologies with AI, the world's changing, bro.
Yeah.
Coles, Bunnings have planetary systems in their cameras and watching us, studying us. All our data's getting sold. And that's just we gotta. It's like.
You just wanted to get a hammer, and now your face is recorded in Bunnings, bro. You get me?
But it's the game we're in. It's like, how do we adapt and thrive to an extent? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's what my mind's out a lot. It's like, I know we can never take away all evil. You know what I mean? It's just, as you said before, how do we like solve these issues we've got in our current? Right, and I kind of look at it like God kind of like it may not be his intention, but like due to our sin, our original sin. He said, I bet you guys are going to deal with this to make life what life is. Because you chose to eat from the apple.
It's on you now.
You know what I mean? So it's like, and we learn a lot from evil. You know what I mean? Like I had a conversation with a friend. She didn't like the fact that I follow Donald Trump on Instagram. I told her, I'm studying this guy. You know? I'm learning.
She doesn't know your business.
I got something for you, bro. I got something.
Not just the business, but how a politician moves and operates. Even though I don't like him or like I don't agree with his actions and whatnot, I'm learning.
Nah, you can learn off him. You can learn.
Like CIA, the CIA. I think Australia's got ASIO.
Yeah.
And they got ASIC. You know, so it's like they learn so much from evil than compared to good. You know, and it's like I think there's a saying about like how hard times make like men stronger, you know, and smarter.
The loop thing.
So like we gotta first before anything, we gotta accept that there's gonna be crime. Now it's like, how do we deal with it? You know what I mean? You see all these people be like, we're gonna stop crime, we're gonna make zero knife crime. That's bullshit. You know? Let's be real. Let's be honest. You know? You can't stop all these crimes. Let's be realistic. You know what I mean? And that's where it starts. And then it starts with the community level. You know, connecting the community with the council, the government, and then also people like us, man. You guys are all you guys done us all independent, right? Like you guys said, I want to do this. I'm gonna figure it out. How can I benefit my community with the works I do now? You know, That's how I see myself, you know. Like I work a full-time job, but I know that's not my full calling, you know. I know how I want to leverage that to benefit our people, you know what I mean? So it's like, if we all had that mindset of like, how can I put my community first, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like get yourself straight, of course, you know, make sure you're good.
And then step into that light.
Yeah.
I think again, we're gonna respect you guys' time.
You good.
Just something that just in terms of a thought, like a question I was even gonna ask. I won't ask, but just to for people to even think about, it's like it's a difficult thing to try to even now regain community trust when you've caused harm. Like that's something I think is hard on this pathway. Like when you're trying to come to this pathway, you're trying to do stuff, implement programs, whatever it is, to regain community trust when you've been a face of harm or something, or that evil or whatever previously. It's like that's a whole different hurdle. That's almost that's what's going on in that isolation phase. You know what I mean? When you're trying to change your ways, like that is a hard thing to do. Again, like you said, people asking you, this guy faking it. You know what I mean? Like,
definitely.
what's he doing, man?
You see the
There must
DMs
be
I get.
some clout. That's you know what I mean? Like,
Bro, you should see, you know, until that Channel 10 thing, a lot of people thought I was faking it. Until they seen a legitimate institution back me and put my story.
Wow.
I got DMs, people saying, bro, I thought you were faking this the whole time. Now you're on the news.
you can't fake it now, bro. The whole nation watching you.
I can imagine from people where it's like, bro, I've seen you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then now it's because I mean, obviously we haven't seen you, you know, we're only seeing you now, right? So our perspective of who you was I can imagine that could be very different to those who are like, bro, I remember I was at your house and you're like,
I drove the car when we
I
did
drove
that.
the car. And I remember I was crying. And you're like,
let's do it.
You're like, beep, man up.
You brought me into
You
this.
brought me into this.
You left me in this.
And now you're on Channel 10.
Yeah, man, it's the reality though, bro, isn't it?
It's the reality. Yeah.
Hey, man, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
It's because there's gonna be a lot of I like to think everyone's gonna have that redemption circle.
100%.
I like to think I believe in all the boys. Yeah. And right now there's some boys that are very high profile and they are of the drill scene of the just the antisocial life.
Yeah.
They're eventually. I feel like when they have their redemption, it's gonna be twice as hard as for them. Than I was. Because people really knew me, but I didn't have a high public profile. You know what I mean?
But then now when you've got people know you for doing
this, it's gonna be hard. But I just wanted to say to them, like, it's hard, but it's not impossible.
Yeah, facts.
Anyone can turn it around, man.
It also means that the testimony is a greater one too.
Yes,
not a greater one. Let me not say it like that. No one's story is better than anyone's, but it's like that journey. What they now overcome, there's so much more experience that they're now bringing to be able to share and uplift other people too. But yeah, you're right. It's difficult, man. It'll definitely be very difficult, but it's needed and it's possible. So yeah, man. Anything you want to leave people with though? Like what's because I'm like, we're gonna have to run a part 2.
Yeah.
Noah gets back.
Nah, we'll run it.
When Noah gets back, we're running a part 2.
Run it back.
But what do you guys want to leave
For
people
people
with?
that don't know, we are like, 20 minutes over time.
Yeah, kind of like we dragged it.
We'll run it.
I apologize, but just like whether it be like anything upcoming or within the music and business or even the community space, like what do you guys want to leave people with, whether it be a message or something to look out for?
What I want to leave people with is the things that I've been blessed with and fortunate enough to be a part of. It's all possible. Like anyone can literally do it. Like if you really knew me, you knew what I used to get up to. In my old life, in my past life, in my antisocial life. You know how much change it's taken me, but it's not impossible. And I feel like anyone can do it, even if you're committing the worst crimes or being the worst person you can be. If you wake up tomorrow and decide to be a new person, decide to be a pro-social person, you can do it. It's not unattainable. I'm going to do my part in making it visible. That it's not unattainable, but anyone can do it. Anything's possible. That's what I want to leave it with. Like that. Yeah.
This is very broad, man.
It is my fault.
I saw a video, I think yesterday, about picking your heart.
Yeah.
It's like it's hard being overweight, but it's also hard being fit. You know what I mean? So it's like I live by a quote like, embrace your struggle, embrace the struggle. It's like I bring in everything you've been through and experienced. It's made you and brought you to who you are today. But with that being said, within the now, you have power to dictate your future. You know what I mean? So take power of your life, take agency. You know what I mean? Don't let anyone little boy you, little girl you, anyone belittle you. You know what I mean? Like you are the maker of your life. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. So like I say take power, take the agency. You know what I mean? That's what we did with our lives. Like no one forced us to do what we do now. You know what I mean? We've always done what's best or what we think is best for us, for the community, and for our image as well.
That's it, bro.
Nah,
But look after your
that,
people,
Yeah,
man.
but also thank you boys for having us. You know, it's been a long time coming.
Sure, literally, yeah.
Yeah, I think
We're like, we got a seat. That's free up, north or west. So we got a free seat now. But we're gonna have to get a bigger chair, bro, because we need to run a part two for
I'll bring
sure.
my other brother the next one.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys seen it, but I'll bring him. We'll bring him.
Nah, that's dope, man.
It's
Hey,
surreal, man. Because like as I said before, we watch you guys on YouTube, so it's like
crazy.
Yeah,
Being
when I
here,
sit down with Daniel and Carlos, like, hey, when I met Ike for the first time, I'm like, what? Yeah, same thing. And it's now it's like they respect me as a guy.
that's
in their
sick,
film.
man. Yeah.
It's like it's wild, you know. But it's like it goes to show, like when you put in work and you keep at it for a couple of years, you get recognized. eventually, you know?
100%.
I think the cool thing as well that shows me is like there's clearly a culture that we're developing, or there's a scene that we're creating as well.
guys are
Like we're all
pioneers.
part of it, you know.
We
what I
are,
mean?
we are,
Yeah,
we are.
man.
Like you guys are the real OGs of this.
Damn, OG, huh? Now I got the kids all really making
It's really OG, bro.
Nah,
When we think of Melbourne 100 years now, like you guys are the because we're the first African generation. There's been Africans before, but like really in deep numbers and setting things, building systems,
man.
businesses, companies, communities. We're doing that. You guys are at the forefront of it, so it's like
Thank you guys, man.
Oh man,
Appreciate
it needed to happen, man. Hey, round of applause for you guys, man.
Hey, man.
Yes, sir.
Been beautiful.
Yes,
Hey, you gotta get Zaid next, captain.
yeah, man. Yeah, Zayd, hey, Zayd, bro. Zayd.
Let's get it.
Zayd, we need to get on tapped in too, yeah? But now, man, hope you guys enjoyed that. Big shout out to Mar and Moses for coming down. Check out 1038 Collective as well, too. And make sure you stay tuned on the LinkedIn too, because
They've been posted.
You see that red tie.
see that red tie?
I'm
be privileged to share my
today I
story.
had the honor. We'll see this episode on LinkedIn too. Please, because I know Channel 10 follow you, so make sure, and ABC and SBS. We need them to see this episode.
How can we get a photo?
No, we'll definitely, man. But y'all, please make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Share this with your people, share it in WhatsApp groups. Make sure your auntie sees this episode, man.
Yes, sir.
See what the young people are doing in this generation. But remember this, whether you're at the start, full of heart, or life's been blown apart, you're only half smart. Peace.
Let's go.